Hi, I'm Wladek Forysiak and I'm a Professor of Data Center Networks in the Smart Internet Lab. I'm a Professor of Data Center Networks. This is a new role within the Smart Internet Lab. Data center networks are one of the strongest growth areas in optical fiber communications, which is my own background. And in taking up this role, I'll be seeking to grow the research activity in this particular area, which is of strong interest to industry at the moment. I have a current project called Highly Integrated Coherent Communications. This is funded by the Royal Academy of Engineering, and in that project we're looking at two things which are connected to data center networks. One is short-reach communications, so trying to take a signal from A to B over relatively short distances up to around 120 kilometers. And a second aspect is ultra-wideband communications, where we're trying to make use of the broadest possible bandwidth within existing optical fiber. I started out in physics, in particular in laser physics, and in looking at quite fundamental things like nonlinear dynamics and chaos. But partway through my second postdoc, I really wanted to do something much more applied, and I took the opportunity to join a newly formed group at Aston University working on optical fiber communications. And I've been working in that area ever since. I took a standard academic path through to a lectureship, but following some success with research in optical solitons, I had an opportunity to go work in industry, and I did that for about 15 years, from 2000 through to 2015. After that, I had started a Royal Society Industry Fellowship, again back at Aston University, and that led to the opportunity to return to academia, which I took up about 10 years ago. And just recently I had the opportunity to come and join the Smart Internet Lab, which I couldn't resist, and I've been here for about 6 months. So in terms of best things about research work, just very, very occasionally amongst the kind of standard work you come across or generate a really good idea that stimulates a lot of interest from both funders, from partners and from other researchers. And this can lead to all sorts of opportunities with international collaborations, opportunities to promote your work in the press, and just the kudos of getting invited to talks and presenting your idea, which came from within, as it were. A challenging part of research work is associated with seeking research funding, and perhaps the biggest disappointments are associated with not getting that funding, having written a good proposal, putting together a good consortium. And that can be for perfectly normal reasons, like a limited funding and very, very strong competition. For young researchers or early career researchers, the first thing I would advise is to follow your passions. Find the part of the subject area that you're interested in, really drive that forward and try to create your own identity. And that means certain things, for example, networking, which is very important in today's field, and that can be both in person and online. So from my perspective, connectivity will continue to involve optical fiber communications in a big way. After all, 99% of the traffic carried over the internet is carried on optical fiber. But there'll be a different emphasis, and in particular in the Smart Internet Lab, with the new post that I have looking at data center networks, we'll be looking at aspects which are pertinent to that, and in particular short-reach transmission, and perhaps the aspects to do with energy consumption, and a new form of optical fiber called hollow core fiber, which reduces the latency between data centers.